what it do. The number one thing that will truly kick off your growth, right, is just putting yourself out there and stepping into those situations. But you all probably already know this, but the thing is, a lot you still don't do it, and that's why that's why you really create your suffering right now. That's why your life is such a mess right now, because deep down you already know what you need to be doing, but you keep second guessing, and not even second guessing anymore. Now it's like third guessing, fourth guessing. You're just creating stories when deep down you already know what you need to do. And that's everything that gets us out of your goals, right? If you want to make money, you need to start small and start doing that. And if you wanna have more relationships, you need to socialize with more people. And that's the thing. You already mentally have those goals of you want to make money, you want to have more girls around you, you want to have better friends, things like that. You already know that, but you're not doing it because you're trapping yourself. You're telling yourself stories about the past, that you're traumatized and things like that, right? And that's just it trauma is just becomes a limiting belief when it truly, if you really see it for what it is. Of course the situations are real and things like that, but where it all comes down to is, even though how traumatized you are, the end goal is still becoming your functional self, right? Becoming the person that can function in every situation, that's just so comfortable with himself or herself that you're just flowing with life. You don't worry about no more because the judgment all stopped. And the only way how you can do that is putting yourself in these situations that are hard and that you don't want to do, and let those emotions come up, because that's the whole thing. We become disconnected from the negative emotions, and that's how we create these things such as social anxiety and just a low self-esteem, because we fight with ideas, right? Such as, oh, what if that girl thinks I'm ugly, or what if that person thinks that this or that about me, and we start thinking that, and that just triggers some beliefs in us, right? That triggers emotions with us, and we disconnect ourselves from the emotions. We're like, no, these emotions are wrong. I shouldn't feel this. And that's the whole thing. You need to go through these emotions, and the only way how you can do that truly is, of course, you can mentally recall it, but that kind of helps. But the best way is just putting yourself out there in the world and start doing those things that you fear. And that's the whole thing. The emotions are what truly, because even if you put yourself in these situations, that's why there are some people that they continue to put themselves in uncomfortable situations, but they never go to the source. Like, they never address the emotions that, oh yeah, okay, like, why do I feel anxious when I say this or that to a girl? That's what you need to ask. It's not even the situation itself, it's the emotions behind it, the source. And that's also where you see these terms such as an open heart, right? An open heart just means feeling whatever, you're just flowing with life, and you're not fighting with anything. Just your heart is open. You're not resisting. Like, that's what you also see, right? We're resisting, we're getting tense, like, no, I shouldn't feel this. And just an open heart is just like feeling whatever comes up, right? Feeling whatever comes up in life, and just accepting for what it is. That's the truly thing. That's why a lot of people have addictions and things like that, because the source is just, who are you when you're not doing anything, right? Because that's the whole thing. The situations just trigger the emotions. But that already shows you that the emotions were there all the time. They already were there. They were just hidden. And that those are, let's say you go lying on your bed for a couple hours. Most people can't even do that without listening to music or any form of stimulants, food, whatever. Most people can't do that. Why? Because deep down they got this internal sense of these emotions that they fight with and can't let go of. And that's how people become addicted to the worst forms of addicted to, from like the small addictions to, like, I don't know, maybe listening to music could be an addiction, to the biggest addictions, heroin addictions, all come down to that, right? Not accepting those emotions, not accepting what you feel. And through that we start to resist life, because life is just that entire spectrum of everything, just feeling everything that the universe provides you. And if you start resisting that, you won't see the beauty of life, because that's the whole thing. If you can't feel the pain of life, then you will never see the beauty, because you're just stuck at a slightly, you're just stuck at like a base level of life. There's no highs and no lows, and that's the worst place to be, because that's really like, that's death basically. Because if there's no summer, there are no winters. If there's no winters, there wouldn't be no summers. And that's how a lot of people's lives are. They don't allow themselves to feel the negative emotions, but at the same time, that automatically means, okay, boom, I won't allow myself to feel the positive emotions neither. So they just stuck at this base level basically of death, mental death. It's like, it's basically death, right? They stuck at this base level, and because they are indulging in all these addictions, that makes it just bearable to see the next day. But deep down they are truly depressed and things like that. But because they are indulging in all these emotions, they be like, yeah, okay, this candy or this or that, this fab, this masturbation will quickly solve it for a couple minutes, this and that, right? That's how a lot of people's life start to become like this, just this base level. It's basically like water, right? The moment water is no longer flowing, it's dying. The same with your mental activity, right? Your mental activity. If your mind is not going through these highs and lows and feeling these negative emotions, and it's not even negative in a sense that it's negative wrong. No, it's negative that it's the other side of the positive emotions, right? The happy feelings and things like that. So yeah, that's really why people can't make a lasting change, why people can't grow, because they're stuck at this base level and don't allow themselves to feel something else, something that is a bit more uncomfortable. And yeah, that's the real reason. And like, yeah, I thank you for watching my video. Thank you for watching my video. Like I've said, the only way to truly grow is put yourself just out there and create a new connection, a new meaning, assign a new meaning to the feelings that you always used to perceive as wrong. And of course, there comes a whole process with his thoughts and things like that. We're gonna go over more about this, of course. Like, check my YouTube channel. It's more videos on that, of course. But yeah, there was just a short and powerful message. And yeah, I'd like to thank you for watching. And I got a coaching program. It's a one-on-one coaching program. For now, it's free. And I will leave the link in the description. Feel free to sign up. Then we will hop on a call, see if we are fit for each other and things like that. And yeah, I'm glad to, if I'm able to help you. So feel free to check that out in the description. I will leave my other socials also in the description of the video. And yeah, yet again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. I'm out.